रोल नंबर 201 नेक्स्ट।
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
गुड मॉर्निंग, आ जाओ। एग्जाम के दिन आप लोग शूज नहीं पहनते हो?
मैम सॉरी, वो भूल गई थी, घर से लेट हो गया था।
ओके फाइन। अच्छा 201,
यस मैम।
क्या पढ़ के आए हो?
मैम
कुछ नहीं,
हम पढ़ा है मीडियाज वगैरह पढ़े हैं।
मीडिया पढ़े हैं। उठा लो फिर, उठाओ कल्चर मीडिया उठाओ। यही वाले मीडिया पढ़े हैं? और भी किसी तरह के मीडिया पढ़े हैं?
बाकी मीडियाज भी पढ़े हैं मैम।
और कोई मीडिया दिख रहा है टेबल पे?
हाँ वो तो ना।
और थोड़ा अपने पास नजर करो, छोड़ दो उसको। और कोई मीडिया? कोई मीडिया नहीं दिख रहा?
केमिकल टेस्ट है, बाकी कैथेटर।
ये क्या है?
मैम पता नहीं।
पता नहीं। अच्छा, मीडिया क्या कल्चर प्लेट में ही हो सकता है?
नो मैम।
तो ये क्या है?
सॉरी मैम।
दिस इज अ मीडिया इन अगार, मीडिया इन टेस्ट ट्यूब। तो कौन सा अगार होता है टेस्ट ट्यूब में?
न्यूट्रिएंट।
न्यूट्रिएंट अगार। अच्छा अच्छा, चलो ये पिक किया ना तुमने, आपने, बताओ इसके बारे में बताओ। व्हाट इज दिस?
मैम दिस इज अ ब्लड कल्चर मीडिया।
ब्लड कल्चर मीडिया कैसे पता?
मैम बिकॉज इट इज रेड इन कलर।
ये भी रेड लग रहा है मुझे तो, ये भी रेड लग रहा है मुझे तो। कैसे बोलते हैं कि ये ब्लड अगार है? अच्छा छोड़ो, ठीक है, ब्लड अगार है मान लेते हैं। और बताओ, व्हाट इज ब्लड अगार?
मैम ब्लड अगार इज अ टाइप ऑफ एनरिच्ड मीडिया।
एनरिच्ड, क्या होता है एनरिच्ड मीडिया?
मैम एनरिच्ड मीडिया में बेसिकली वी टेक शीप्स ब्लड 5 to 10%।
कैसी शीप?
मैम विच इज फाउंड इन
हिमालयाज,
इंडिया।
इंडिया। इंपोर्टेड शीप का नहीं ले सकते ब्लड? डिजीज फ्री?
यस मैम डिजीज फ्री।
अच्छा, एंड कैसा ब्लड? चलो छोड़ो, ले लिया शीप ब्लड ले लिया, फिर?
मैम 5 to 10% ब्लड लेंगे और उसे हीट करेंगे एट 45 डिग्री।
5 to 10% कैसे लेंगे? 5% शीप में से ब्लड निकालेंगे। 5% शीप का ब्लड कैसे लोगे?
मैम बुक में तो यही लिखा था।
कोई स्टैंडर्ड बुक पढ़ी है तुमने कभी, इसलिए ऐसे आंसर कर रहे हो? अच्छा, 5% शीप ब्लड कैसे लोगे? और क्या होता है इसमें, साथ में क्या होता है?
पता नहीं।
अगार के और कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स बताओ। 5% शीप ले ली तुमने, उसका ब्लड ले लिया। अच्छा फिर? और कुछ नहीं है इसमें?
सॉरी मैम पढ़ा नहीं था।
और कुछ होगा ना, बताओ साथ में।
मैम कल्चर मीडिया डिफरेंट तरीके के हो सकता है। हम एनरिचमेंट सेलेक्टिव।
अच्छा हाँ, आपने बोला ना एनरिच्ड है, तो एनरिच्ड मीडिया क्या करता है?
हम एनरिच्ड मीडिया बेसिकली कुछ एडिशनल चीज़ें ऐड कर सकते हैं, दैट इट कैन बी एग और
क्या इसमें एग है? ये एनरिच्ड कैसे बना?
आई
You don't know. Okay. I am telling you that this is a culture media in a test tube. There are some special microorganisms which need prolonged incubation. That is why we put the agar in a test tube. What is this agar? नहीं आता। अच्छा, तो आप तो कह रहे थे कल्चर मीडिया पढ़ के आए हो।
यस मैम।
So this is a blood agar plate, and the way we identify it as compared to McConkey agar is that this is opaque. So you cannot see the details of my fingers behind this agar plate. If I put it behind some written material, you cannot read what's written behind the plate. That is why this is a blood agar plate. It has 5% sheep blood. The meaning of 5% sheep blood is when we are mixing the constituents, simply we have added sheep blood to a nutrient agar base. That base is in the liquid form. So if I have 1000 ml of liquid, accordingly I will adjust the quantity of sheep blood, that the ultimate amount becomes a 5%. That is what is meant by 5% sheep blood. Then we pour it into these agar plates and we get the agars. This is an enriched medium because the component we are using to give it an enriched nature is sheep blood. Sheep blood has nutritive factors which is making it an enriched medium. Possibly the only agar that you will get in a test tube is the STA, Sabrot's dextrose agar, which is used for the culture of fungi. Because fungi, especially molds, take many, many weeks to grow. Almost 4 to 6 weeks of incubation time is needed for their growth. This agar plates will dry out in that time, right? So we need to contain the moisture. That is why we use tubes like so. At the slant, you will observe the obverse characteristics of the molds, and in the reverse, you will see the pigment produced by different molds. So this is an SDA agar. Important property of SDA agar is that it is acidic in nature, and it has 3 important antimicrobial compounds which have been added to prevent the growth of saprophytic fungus and bacteria. अच्छा, immunology पढ़ी है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. इसका प्रिंसिपल बताओ.
So,
नहीं पता. इम्यूनोलॉजी में क्या पढ़ा है?
this is antigen antibody reaction.
एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी रिएक्शन. अच्छा, तो हमने इस पे क्या लगाया? एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी.
Ma'am, antigen.
एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी रिएक्शन. कौन सा एंटीजन आर वी ट्राइंग टू डिटेक्ट इन दिस?
मैम हम पेशेंट का सैंपल CFS सैंपल इसमें डालेंगे एंड मैम दिस इज द कंट्रोल लाइन, दिस इज T1 एंड T2.
T1 T2 में क्या है? कौन सा एंटीजन? ये क्या लिखा है?
क्रिप्टोकोकस.
क्रिप्टोकोकस. तो क्रिप्टोकोकस का कौन सा एंटीजन डिटेक्ट करते हैं? विच एंटीजन आर वी ट्राइंग टू डिटेक्ट फॉर क्रिप्टोकोकस?
कैप्सूल.
Capsule. Okay. So what is T1 and T2? Usually you see in most of your rapid car tests, you see one control and one test. Yes. This has like this one you see. This is which test?
Filariasis.
Filarial antigen. So you see one control line, one test line. Correct. Why are you seeing 2 test lines in this T1 and
Ma'am, this denotes if T1 is positive, the patient has antigens against antibody against the antigen. अगर T1 अगर सिर्फ अकेले T1 आएगी, it shows that there is low concentration but it is positive. And if T2 also T2 lines also T2 is also seen, then it shows it is positive in a high amount.
high amount. So basically, we're detecting antigen inside the patient's body. Okay, so you've put CSF sample like you said.
Yes, ma'am.
Then if the patient has high capsular antigen load, then both T1 and T2 will come. Okay, good. So students, another high yield information from this is the India Inc. for the capsule detection of Cryptococcus. Cryptococcus is the only capsulated fungus you need to know. It's a round, narrow-based budding yeast, true yeast, or India Inc. staining pe you see the refractile capsule. Pick one. What is this?
This is a sterile syringe.
Sterile syringe. कैसे पता sterile है?
It has been packed.
मैं पैक कर दूँ तो? I open it, I seal it back.
Because this is not, the packet is not tear or...
How do you know? Everything that's packed is sterile.
Ma'am, yes, that's why it...
No. Reverse it. Read what's written.
Sterile by EU contains guarantee.
Sterile by EU. What is EU? What is the definition of sterilization?
Sterilization is a process in which the substance or things are basically disinfected, and
are they disinfected or are they sterilized?
Ma'am, they are sterilized. Actually, the spores or the bacteria present on the substance are also killed.
Give me one word definition of sterilization. One word.
Ma'am, removal of bacteria and its spores.
And its spores. And what is disinfection?
Ma'am, in disinfection, basically it includes disinfection may. It is basically it also removes the bacteria, but it may or may not remove the spores.
May or may not. What is that scenario in which it may remove the spores? If a disinfectant removes the spores, will it not become a sterilant?
Yes, ma'am, but it sometimes also doesn't remove, so we cannot say.
So how do we decide whether it has removed or not removed? Okay. Go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, wait a minute. Come back. Where is your file?
Ma'am, I have brought it. It's in my bag.
Why is it in your bag? Bring it. Show me. Wow, this is the way you give a file to an examiner? It's not covered? Okay, you're making it very difficult for me to pass you. No sign also. When did you last show it to your table teacher?
Ma'am, I have given it, but it was incomplete.
It was incomplete. Okay, just like your preparation. Huh? You need to work hard. So students, EO is ethylene oxide, which is a gaseous chemical sterilant. Basically, ethylene oxide gas is passed through the substances and it is made sterile. So the one word difference between sterilization and disinfection is killing of the bacterial spores. If a method can achieve killing of all microorganisms, including bacterial spores, that is sterilization. Some disinfectants, when used at a higher concentration for a longer period of time, then they can act as sterilants, and they are specifically called as chemical sterilants. For example, glutaraldehyde, when used for 20 minutes, is a disinfectant, a high-level disinfectant, but when it is used for 14 hours, it becomes a sterilant. So that is your one-word answer, which can really impress your examiners. So students, we just witnessed a real-life viva of how it goes in our MBBS exams. So one smart hack for facing the examiner and for facing the vivas is, first of all, look presentable. Be as presentable, be neatly dressed and approach the examiner. An exam is not a battlefield, and an examiner also shouldn't feel like you're scared of them or you're really depressed about giving the exam. It's a professional course. You're going to give a professional exam, so look professional. You look the part. Once you go there, make sure your file is covered, it's checked, so that other irritant factors can be removed from the scenario. Once all of that you've put in place, then when you're approaching any question, take a pause, remember and think of everything that you've read about that. You must have seen it in your practical halls, you must have read it in your books. Probably the same examiner has shown those things and told you about it in their lectures. Take 1 minute, 30 seconds pause, think about how you're going to approach and then answer. Start from the basics, and if the question is direct and you know the answer, then give a direct answer, because that saves the examiner's time by a lot, and it does not irritate the examiners that much. The basic key is confidence. If you know things, say them. If you don't know things, say it as it is. Do not try to fool the examiners, because that irritates them. Okay, go.
Thank you, ma'am.
So these are a few hacks in which you can really up your game of the vivas. So that was your one hack to ace your vivas. That's it.